I hear downtown Portland's basically a war zone right now. Let's head down there and check it out. We're just getting off the freeway here, heading into downtown Portland. About to turn on to 12th and we'll head down towards Burnside. That's kind of one of the sketchier parts of downtown Portland. It's 5 o'clock right now on a weekend, so we'd kind of expect it to be as poppin' as it gets down here. Taking a left on 5th here. This is going to take us down through the bus mall. You'll see light rail on our right. You might see more Max and trolley trains and probably a lot of buses through here. This is a big area for homeless people to hang out. It used to be lined with tents on both sides of the street. There's one tent there to my left, but I mean, it's not lined with tents like it used to be. Looks like there's another tent to the right. Honestly, I'm not seeing, any open air drug deals, any of the drug dealers or gang members like we used to see. Not really seeing any tents. We just passed another tent, so that was 3 tents downtown. Man, it used to be there were hundreds down here, it seemed like. But yeah, I mean, through all of Old Town, I think we just only saw 3 tents. This is Burnside. Kind of Burnside down here is usually real sketch. There were a lot of protests down here. What was that, like 5 years ago, around 2020? It really doesn't look like much is going on. We'll continue down a few more blocks on 5th here, and then move down and kind of see what else is going on. Cut left on Stark since we can't take a right, and go down to 4th and kind of loop around. Oh, I guess Stark is now Harvey Milk. We'll take a left on 4th here. Left on Oak. we'll head up Oak and take a left on Broadway. That's kind of the main road that runs through downtown to kind of to PSU. I don't know how far we'll go down on that. At some point we'll cut down into the South Waterfront and check out the ice riots. This is Broadway here. This is where a lot of protests happen when they do, or when they did in 2020. This was kind of a real hot spot. We're going to go by Pioneer Square. That's kind of a meeting place and gathering place for a lot of, unrest and stuff like that. So far, I mean, it's not even that busy. It's just people hanging out, kind of doing their stuff. Honestly, downtown's dead compared to how it used to be pre-COVID. I mean, there's just, on a weekend at 5 o'clock, there's just not much going on. Through Pioneer Square right now on our left. Try and get a look and see if there seems to be a lot of people down there. Almost none, just some people having lunch or early dinner, food carts going. I'd say maybe there were 20 people in the square. Big group of people to my right, but I think they're just coming from probably a show at the theater. There's a performing arts center up here. Yeah, it looks like something's getting out there. I mean, honestly, a lot of old people. It doesn't look like protests or anything. Just, yeah, people getting out of the... Looks like the Oregon Symphony was playing today. That's the most people we've seen so far, by far. Get over. I'm gonna take a left here and try and work my way down to front, and we'll head down towards the ice riots. Okay, we're gonna go down by the federal buildings and City Hall. This is where the really, really big riots were when Trump was first elected, and where the Occupy Portland stuff was is in this park where we're heading by right now, or next block. Yeah, this is where all the Occupy Portland stuff was, and again, I mean, there's 2 people in the park right now. Justice Center is to our left. That was a big protest area. I don't see anyone down here. I don't know. We're going to take a right on First and try and make our way down to Front Avenue. Or NATO Parkway, I guess, is what it's called now. They keep changing the names of all the streets. I guess they changed Front to NATO Parkway many years ago. This is Front here. Waterfront Park's right in front of us. We're going to take a right and then a left and head down into the South Waterfront. That's where all the protests and stuff are supposed to be happening. It's actually a really nice new part of town. There's a whole bunch of 30-story skyscrapers that kind of all the doctors from OHSU live in. Very expensive. Man, it's been 22 minutes already and we haven't seen much of anything, honestly. Three tents and a couple of homeless people. I'm guessing once we get down into South Waterfront, kind of where all the riots are, it's going to be a lot worse. Definitely getting a few more people down here. This area seems a little busier than the rest of Portland, for sure. These bikes don't know what they're doing. Riding up onto the sidewalk. This leads into South Waterfront. Or where the luxury high-rises in the South Waterfront are, at least. I think if we keep heading down Moody, we're going to run right into the center of the riots. Lots of people out on bikes today. If you see off in the distance, those are the kind of the big luxury skyscraper condos that all the doctors and everyone that works at OHSU live in. I feel bad for them, you know, with all the protests and everything that's going on. I mean, gotta kind of be shitty to pay $10,000-$15,000 for an apartment than have riots going on out in front of the street in front of you. This guy gonna step out in front of me. Yeah, we're just like 4 blocks away from the riots now. I'm not sure if you can quite see them in the distance yet. Rolled up and air recirculating because they were shooting off tear gas last night. This is it. We're about to go by it right now. Yeah, this is the riots right here. As we turn the corner, you should be able to get a pretty good look. Looks like there's some people giving away fruits and vegetables on the corner. This is the riots. And that was all of it. That was the whole thing. I'm gonna loop around and come back from the other direction just to try and get a better view. Maybe there was a little more we didn't see, but I didn't see anyone getting violent or anything like that. I don't know, maybe it was 50 people, maybe. It seemed pretty peaceful. There were some Portland police in the crowd, it looked like, kind of keeping things orderly. This time we'll take a left and see whatever we missed from the right. See if there's any more Portland police kind of hanging out on the sides. I'm gonna go back down here tonight and maybe do some YouTube shorts. It definitely heats up once the sun goes down, for sure. You'll get probably 3 or 4 times as many people at least. Last night they were shooting off tear gas and all sorts of stuff. It got pretty out of hand. I guess the National Guard's coming in to quell this, maybe tonight even, so we'll see if they kind of help get all this under control. Portland streetcar, it looks pretty empty. The guy to the right filming the protest. So we're going to take a left here now and kind of try and get a view of anything we missed when we took a right. So we're just coming up on the exact same spot here. No one's really blocking traffic. It's the ICE building to our right there. Okay, you're not gonna go. So we got all this. That's the permanent encampment they've been talking about. Man, that's just really not nearly as bad as I thought it was. I was down here last night and there was, I mean, God, at least 4 or 5 times as many people as that. And they were shooting off tear gas and the ICE agents came out. But this is, you know, this is a block away from it. It's definitely not the entire neighborhood. It really is just, I mean, just kind of that one street corner. So we'll roll through just kind of the rest of South Waterfront here, see if there's any other pockets or anything. And then I'm probably going to end this. It's been half an hour. But, I mean, that was downtown Portland, Old Town, Chinatown, the Pearl District, Pioneer Square, South Waterfront, and the, you know, the ICE protests, or what, you know, whatever you want to call it, whatever it was down there. That was all of it. I don't know what else I can show. I mean, there's other streets like 23rd and Division in Alberta, but there's nothing going on any of those streets. It's just, you know, there might be more people, but it's people shopping and enjoying the day. So I don't know. Write down in the comments what you think. If there's other parts of Portland you want me to film, or if you want me to film, you know, other parts of the day or whatever, I'm open to filming whatever. I just, you know, I want to show what's going on. I think both sides have it wrong. Both sides are exaggerating the situation, but I mean, you just saw with your own eyes. This is what's going on Sunday afternoon in downtown Portland. It looks like these people on the right, 2 of them may be going down to protest. I think the other people were just out walking their dog. I'm gonna end it there. That's what's going on down here. I'm gonna go down tonight and I'll probably put some YouTube shorts up. So if you wanna like this video, if you wanna subscribe, maybe you'll see those shorts later tonight.